How's it going, guys? How are you all doing? Sorry I haven't been uploading for a while. Just been busy with Halloween and stuff, and so with the recent news of Super Sentai ending, yeah, I haven't talked about this yet, but this trailer about with Ninja Kidz, I've heard of them. They did Power Rangers content. I mean, they're really successful, like hundreds of millions of views. Like, that's incredible. Um, so they're doing this reboot type series, essentially. So we're gonna check it out.
Playtime's over, children.
It's morphin' time.
The Power Rangers are back. You are unworthy of that seat.
The dragon has struck again, infiltrating a high-clearance science facility.
The crystal is my only purpose.
Jason, you must rise.
You look awesome, don't you?
Don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah, I don't know if they've done the first episode yet. Yeah, I've seen a lot of backlash towards this because of the AI. There was certain AI scenes that from right here, a AI fire blast, a AI Goldar, to the morphing sequences, to the intro, and this, like, where's his brain? Like, I mean, like, come on, guys, he's supposed to look like this, not this. Well, there is a brain in this shot, and here's the accurate Goldar without, like, the scene before he did have his gold thing, and then they and there's this shot, which looks pretty fake as well, pretty awkward. I don't know if the episode has released yet. Due to that backlash, I'll have to see. No, they didn't. Like, show, like, Oh, it's not even on there. Wow. I guess they just jumped ship. That. I would like to see the comments prior to the video because they got using AI, not only thieves but also cowards. Power Ranger doesn't need Sentai. Yeah, one isn't adapting Sentai. What is this garbage? Why does everything suck now? Stop forcing AI into everything. Palette cleanser for those who need it. Pretty cool. Oh, I always love that scene. Hot garbage. I confused Lord Zed with from VR Troopers. Yeah, now I can't unsee it. To the video. Yeah, I think they really jumped ship, but wow. Dang. Like, dang. Well, wow, like, the first episode didn't even happen because of this. Yep. That tells you right there, listen to the fans. But yeah, it says it right here. Thanks for the translation because I don't know Japanese. Has been learned through interviews with related parties that the TV Shy affiliated Super Sentai series will conclude with the currently airing work. The popular series, which began with Himitsu Sentai Go Ranger, sorry for my pronunciation, guys, will draw the current on its half-century history. I have to say 50 years, I mean, I have to say that's... I'm not mad about it because 50 years is a really long time. I've heard sources that they might be rebranding. I don't know. I know Power Rangers sadly got canceled, and this possible reboot is pretty unlikely. I don't know. We'll see what will happen next. Yeah, the great thing about it it's on Tubi, which is pretty amazing, so anyone can watch it within whenever. It might get rebranded, I've heard, but not gonna lie, this would be sick when this happened. I mean, I know I'm not really know Super Sentai, I know Power Rangers, but I mean, you never know. But I'd say 50 years. That's amazing dedication. And the creativity and the amazing costumes, and it's genuinely incredible. It really is. Yeah, I wonder what other people discuss about it, actually. Yeah, well, let's see what they say about it.
And though our suits now rest in dust, they still remember what we trust. So long, my friends, until we meet again. Don't know how or why.
Like the saying goes, don't be sad it ended. Be glad it happened. You know? Yeah, I mean, it impacted the genre. It capitalized on superheroes. In fact, like, 'cause before, the whole superhero genre was a joke. Yeah, if it weren't for them, we wouldn't be here right now. Incredible.
Years of courage, laughter, pain, echo softly in the rain. We fought for tomorrow side by side. Now tomorrow carries our pride. No glory fades that once was shared.
Yeah, originally Stan Lee was going to do Power Rangers, like, imagine that.
No vow forgotten, no soul unprepared. So long, my friend, until we meet again. Don't know how or why or when, but we will meet again. Because we believe the light remains in
Yeah, I wish this crossover
we
happened.
born through joy and pain. So long, my friends, until we meet again. 5 hearts as one, colors that never fade.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip this tribute to get to the talking.
All right, I know. You can dry your eyes, though, okay? Because while this looks scary, and this looks scary, and this looks scary, and this looks scarier, because look what it says right here. It says,
Yeah.
according to relevant parties, unnamed. Don't you love anonymous sources?
Yeah, of
They're
course
so
it is
great.
scary.
You
I
can
mean-
totally trust them. We got those on all sides today.
And with all the
According to
cancellations happening.
relevant parties, the reason for
Yeah.
the end of the series run is that the revenues from events, merchandise, and film adaptations are not enough to cover the costs of producing the show. Oh no. Well, that would track because Power Rangers have gone through the same thing. That's what Hasbro's whole problem is with the brand, is that when Chris Cox got onto an earnings call in 2023, he mentioned that Power Rangers was making less than $50 million in gross revenue per year. So it stands to reason that Super Sentai would probably be experiencing a similar downturn given Japan's population crunch that's going on. If there's less people overall in Japan, it stands to reason there's less children to be enjoying Super Sentai, and thus the program would wane in its ability to earn money, given that it's targeted at those children that do not exist at the moment. However, there is speculation, and it is rooted in some leaker information, we'll discuss that in just a second, coming out of Ranger Board. Now, what I want to preface about this is you're not allowed to show things off of these leaker threads on Ranger. You can get turbo banned real fast if they...
Yeah, that's what I talked about earlier with this pose right here. There might be a rebranding. We don't know what the new name will be. It's like, yeah, it's like a new name for a company. We don't know when it's gonna happen. I know there's a lot of certainty with the fandom right now, but it's like we'll have to wait and see what comes next.
To figure out what you're doing. So I can't show you screenshots from there. All I can tell you is I have read things, I have seen text message conversations between people and their leakers, these posters and their leakers, and they have confirmed that at least for the moment, there is an effort to rebrand the Super Sentai franchise. Okay, that means a new name, a new attitude about it. Okay, now you may think about this sort of in the way of how Metal Heroes went through a transformation. Because you can see right here, what Ranger Board is doing, they're replying to Oricon. And Oricon, as you can see right here, we'll just jump over to their profile real quick. Oricon, as you can see, 1.7 million followers. So they're real deal news agency. They're not just some other guys out here talking about Nito Bandito Japanesey stuff. They're real deal news media coverage. So we'll bounce back over to Ranger Board's post, and they say, don't fully believe everything you hear. This is misleading. We've known for a while about the Super Sentai series ending with Gozuger, which is true, but that's because they're rebranding with a new name. This news is correct, but as a technicality due to the rebranding. Now, as I said before, I can't share information directly from Ranger Board with screenshots and screen recordings, things like that, obviously. But what they're talking about is that this is an effort to access the US market.
Can't be sure until there is an actual source about this. We can all speculate all we want, but we don't know which is true, which is false, so again, we'll just have to wait and see when it'll all clear up.
Because there are various limitations on what can be done in relationship to Super Sentai coming into the US market thanks to the agreement with Iron Saban, Disney, Neo Saban, and then Hasbro now. There are various limitations on Super Sentai even being aired, like simulcasted, sort of like how Kamen Rider is. So what the speculation is that this new name will also include a new attitude about the series and thus qualifying it for simulcasting, sort of like how My Hero Academia is done, that sort of thing, over here in the US. So, while this sounds fine and dandy, I do need to stress that this is from Ranger Board. These leakers could be anybody in the world. They are people who have proven in the past to be legitimate, but again, Toei has not come out and said anything about this. I can show you right here that rather than answering the panic of their people, Toei is instead posting about people stealing your credit card information. This is the latest post from Toei's official account, so I want to make sure everybody understands this. This is the official account for Toei Co. right here. Less than Oricon, that's kind of sad. But anyway, As
Yep.
you can see, the real deal and the latest message that they've put up here is at 11
Oh, yeah,
hours
they
ago,
should be as
right?
high
Eastern
as-
Standard Time, all right? 11 hours ago. And so what they have right here is that they
Hasbro
confirm
or-
the existence of websites that impersonate
Oh,
or
they were
accompany
the
group
OGs.
companies attempting to deceive users into registering personal information during login and extortion, and extorting money, so-called task-based scams. So, here's what I want to stress, okay, is that Toei obviously did not sanction this information to come out over here on
these
Sankei
legitimate
Sankei Shimbun.
toy sites.
Obviously, they didn't ask for this to come out.
Yeah, that
They
should be
had
illegal.
announcements behind it. There is no copyright filing right now for the new Super Sentai. I did a video about what my speculation was about the new Super Sentai, but that's been blown out of the water now because it won't even be called that anymore. So, the situation that we're facing right now is very similar to how the actors are finding themselves. This right here is the voice actor for Doggy Kruger. All right, now that was the leader of the Deca Rangers in what we know as Power Rangers SPD when it was adapted over here, but in Japan it was Deca Ranger. And his role was the Deca Master, aka the Shadow Ranger. Okay? And so he out here is expressing basically what a lot of the actors are, and that's why I chose his tweet out of them all, because he says, "There were still so many dreams I wanted to fulfill in the squadron, you know? But continuing for 50 years is an undeniable achievement. It's an honor to have my name etched in that history. For
Yeah, it
now,
should be.
well done." And so this is the sentiment of many of the actors. They are obviously as shocked
it's
because
a-
again, Toei has not made any public-facing
Damn,
announcement.
well,
That
it's
psych, that's not
achievement.
real, okay?
Like 50
There are
years,
people that believe this is
it's
some type
incredible.
of marketing scheme because apparently there was an effort to reach out to China to become part of the market over there for tokusatsu. There's a very big push to get Super Sentai nestled into the entertainment market, the children's entertainment market in China. However, after 70 years of the Chinese populace being trained to have a bloodlust for the Japanese, a animalistic hatred of the Japanese, I highly doubt that this had any success. So the rebrand may be an effort to sort of rewrite what is a Super Sentai hero for the 21st century. So while Super Sentai ends with Gozuju, this new project, which it might be related to the Universe Warriors, which is what they're being called in the Gozuju project. What they're being assigned in there is like Universe Gao Red, Universe Deca Red, Universe Gokai Red, that sort of thing. The Universe is the prefix on them. So at first it was believed that this is because the plot explains that all of everything has been mashed together in this like sort of magical AI constructed universe where, you know, all the Super Sentai things are together, but they're sort of wrong. Something's off with them. And so, again, this is the conclusion of that 50 years of Super Sentai, so with this new name, it could be something based in that universe name. Universe Sentai, Super Universe, whatever you like. Let me know down in the comments below what you think the new name should be. This isn't a team name, by the way.
Yeah.
This isn't for a single team. This is for the whole franchise now. Okay, the whole deal, right? So Super Sentai's gone. It needs to be a new name, and of course, Power Rangers is already occupied. Disney can defend that one, surely. So we can't use that one. You'll have to come up with one that's different from that again. But what enters into the conversation on this speculation from Ranger Board is that brand confusion is a very big hurdle to getting getting this new Super Sentai into the mix. So when we come over here into the US market, what ends up happening is that what is a Power Ranger is very unique inside of the US entertainment market. So when you boil that back down into what a Super Sentai hero is, obviously they're going to be the same thing because Power Rangers was born out of Super Sentai. However, because Power Rangers exist in the US economy and the history of the market longer than Super Sentai would, having been, you know, just entering this market space now, what ends up happening is that Power Rangers is then the one that has control of the brand identity of a person wearing a colored helmet and colored spandex with a giant robot. So you'll have to let me know what you think about this down in the comments below, because I don't think that this is going to be as easy as what people on Ranger Board are speculating about this.
Right.
It's going to be one of those those Indiana Jones switcheroos with the legal thing. I just
Yeah.
don't think that that's going to be how it plays out.
Yeah, it's gonna
A lot
be
of people want to hope
process.
and believe that it's very simple and just be like, whoops, we're not no longer liable for those licenses we agreed to back in 1993 with Hayao Saban. That's not as simple as just like we made our guys a little bit different, now we don't have to obey the contract. It's not that easy, and obviously it shouldn't be that easy because look at the mayhem it would create if that was the case. However, if Super Sentai were to end with Gozuger, it is good that it ended on a good note.
Exactly.
Gozuger's been a great show, and I highly recommend it to people who are at least
Yeah, I've seen
interested in
clips
getting
of
the
it.
gist
It's a
of what Super
banger.
Sentai is
It's
about.
really banger.
Tells the story of people who are not doing so well in life. That are sort
They have
of
like the
between
best
worlds.
action I've
And they find each other,
in any
form a haphazard
other season
family
I've
in
seen.
a James Gunn-esque manner. And they
It's actually
go about
better than
dispensing
Gokaiger.
justice as best they can as a haphazard group of foul
Sorry,
fans.
Gokaiger fans.
So, give it a try. It's always fun.
Yep.
They always have neat music for it as well. If you're a fan of what the Super Smash Brothers music is there, you're going to love a lot of the soundtrack of Gozuger.
Yeah.
So, anyway, let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. And as always, guys, keep a cool head and good luck out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're just gonna see where it goes in the future, even with Power Rangers. Yeah, I know it's pretty scary right now. That it feels like this is it. I know things come to an end, as sad as it seems, but they've had a lot of success. So I hope that there will be a day where they announce that they will have a comeback. So anyway, guys, I'll see you guys later. Peace.